How do you feel about a friend with benefits, but instead of xual benefits it's medical, dental and pension? I work at an airline. Since I'm not married, I put my best friend as my travel companion and he basically shares my flight benefits. He now calls me a friend with benefits, and it confuses people. Only plans? My mom was in the Navy and used to hang out with two married couples who were actually two gay couples who married each other to get better benefits lol. No vision. WTF no thanks. With the high cost of medical and dental, that's even better than sex. Ooh, that's hot. I literally married a girl that had cancer before the pre-existing condition stuff ended because I was in the army and could get her insurance. She is alive and married to a good dude with kids. Best thing I've done in life. Edit. Thanks for the awards. But y'all don't have to do that. Edit 2. Thank you for the gold. My first ever. Thank you so much. I had this, but it turned into an abusive relationship. Enlisted Air Force. I ended things after 4 years. It's called marriage. I feel like I'm available for this kind of relationship. My GF is a dentist, and I'm a doctor, and we are both going to get on the same HSA plan. It's pretty hot. Why is dental a separate thing from medical? You and 80% of the armed forces wonder this. Obviously you haven't heard of half the relationships in the military. Wife already has, though the friend part of it is rapidly waning. Is this a joke I'm too European to understand? After same-sex marriage became legal, ICI's male proposed to a close CI's male friend of mine who had some pre-existing conditions that I would consider marrying him so that he had medical insurance. Not long after that the ACA was passed, which made a lot of his coverage issues moot, but we did semi-seriously consider it. Why not a friend who offers medical, dental, retirement, and xual benefits? Duck yeah. I mean platonic financial codependence yeah. Please introduce me to a friend like this. I'd pay them in all the cakes I could make, now that I actually can afford medical care and ingredients. There's quite a bit of this in the military. You marry another service member and now both of you get to be housed out of the barracks. You both get bar, bath, and just have separate rooms and split the rent. Edit, a word. 10 would do this. We have a name for that in the military, dependopotamus. I tell my wife I married her for the dental. I told her this before I married her. I told her this in my proposal. I reiterated it in my wedding vows, and I'm telling her right now that I'm telling Reddit. It will never not be funny to me. It has never been funny to her. You know you live in the US if. Lol, this used to actually be a pretty common thing in the gay community when marriage was illegal. Non-Americans must think this was written in another language. Let me preface this by confirming that I have nothing but disdain for aforesaid marriages, they're wrong, etc. That said, looking back upon historical marriages arranged to solidify power, property, and finances, I can't help but think our ancestors were onto something. Less the rampant inbreeding part to keep bloodlines pure. Marriage solely for the sake of love is a modern construct. We'd be better off if we looked at the business side of the equation as well. Sign me the duck up. This might be the most American post I've seen in a while. I'm too European to understand this suggestion. How to spot an American on Reddit. Sign a sister up. That's my kind of benefits package. I cook, I clean, and have every streaming service under the sun. I'm a catch, except well I'm old and well, not a stellar beauty, but I can totally help you file your taxes and refinance your home with my mad skills that don't exactly have financial backing right now. I cannot believe I have reached the age that my Tinder profile sounds like it was written by my ex-husband, and that's hysterical. So a sugar daddy lol. You mean marriage? My dentist is sticking the wrong long hard stick in the wrong large wet cavity. My wife cooks and has time with me. The least I can do is put her on my benefits plan. I guess it's not valid to answer with another question, but what would be the catch for the provider of those? Isn't this why Frank and Charlie got married? In Australia we call that friend the government. It's sad that as an American I could really benefit from this. I like the one regarding cuddles a lot better. I've literally joked about this with one of my friends. She's a lesbian, and I'm a straight guy, and we've joked about moving to Maryland, where they apparently recently legalized polyamorous marriages, and getting married, so we can also have our own separate other wives, and I'd give her sperm for a baby and I'd get her really awesome health, dental, and optical benefits. Tell me more, you dirty vixen. Sounds like a scenario only Americans would come up with, frankly. A friend in need is a friend indeed. And I'll fix their computers and technology for them in exchange. Symbiosis, bitches. Duck, yeah, lem, get them discounts, baby. Sounds like marriage, lol. That's called a spouse. So a gold digger. You know what's hotter? Living in Mexico or Canada, where there isn't a corrupt healthcare system that bankrupts you. Honestly, I'm American, and my fiancé is Irish, and though it's not the reason I want to marry him or anything, medical insurance is definitely a benefit. LMAO. I haven't had medical insurance in years, and when I did have it, it was basically emergency care with a $8,000 premium. I like the idea of skills benefits. I'd like a mechanic, electrician and carpentry skilled friends. When I was in the military, one of my friends married his best friend from high school so she could get treatment for cancer. Honestly, one of the coolest things I've ever seen. That's called a patron. They were somewhat popular during the Renaissance. And no, I don't mean Patreon. A good friend with benefits is one in which you share a subscription services with, like Netflix and Amazon Prime. Mostly unnecessary here in Canada land. Cries in American. As a disabled asexual with very high medical expenses, because I have a chronic illness for which the only treatments are things not covered by Canada's single payer system, UHH, sign me the duck up please. I'm going to lose my health insurance in a year and I'm terrified. Part of why corporations prefer not to have universal healthcare. Then they'd have to start providing adequate and respectful policies, because their employees wouldn't lose access to medical treatments if they quit. LMFAO. I love the internet. A sugar buddy. I just need a friend to make phone calls for me. My anxiety won't let me. So a sexless sham of a common law relationship, where it is a one-way screw job. No thanks, not again. Does it cover the therapy costs for all these spin-off posts? So a divorce. In the military, lots of people choose to get married just to get off base housing. Probably just easier to emigrate. Without hesitation, I would be someone's best friend in the world for medical and dental. My friends hit me up during tax season